Happy New Year. It is 2024, and what a great year it is going to be for everyone out there. And big news for me, launching my own trading education company. Courage pays better than fear trading. And part of that is a podcast. And this is the Traders Podcast at Courage Pays Better Than Fear. If you've watched the podcast that Edmund and I do, Courage Pays Better Than Fear, we've been around for a little over the year. We've taken a recent break here lately, but you know that I am a trader of the markets. My name is Jeremy Ritz. I want to welcome all of you to episode number 1. This is going to be a recurring podcast. We're going to be covering a ton of topics related to trading, long-term investing. We're going to be talking to traders across the nation, across the world, across the globe, and really working to educate you about how the market works and how that you can take advantage of it so that you can make extra income, you can generate profits from the market, and if you really want to, and you want to go the route I did, leave behind your W-2 job, leave behind your career, and find a living through the markets. So we're going to cover all of that through the podcast. Obviously, we're not going to be able to get that done in one day. But for today's episode, this inaugural episode, just want to talk to you about what Courage Pays Better Than Fear trading is all about, how it can benefit and help you, and what you can expect from the company moving forward into 2024. And before we go into that, just a little bit about my story. So prior to becoming a trader of the markets, I was a high school principal where I served students and families for about 7 years. Well, not about, it was a total of 7 years, and loved my job, loved the work that I did with the kids, with the teachers. It was an outstanding school, outstanding community. But for anybody who's involved in education or who's been in administration and education before knows that in order to do that job at a high level, you have to put in the time. It is a time-based business. And what that means is it's not the typical 7:30 to 4 p.m. job. You are there sometimes till 8, 9, 10 o'clock at night, depending on what's happening. If there's a crisis or an emergency revolving around a student or a staff member or something in the community, if you have a night event that includes sporting events, prom, all that stuff. And essentially what was happening for me was there was too much pain associated with being away from my family. I have 3 young children, a beautiful wife, and it just didn't align with what I wanted. And I knew I needed to make a change. And so thankful for Edmund Fontana, the co-host with me on the Courage Pays Better Than Fear podcast, who left behind his job in education and was successful and showed me that there was a better way. Now, he did it through real estate, but he said, Jeremy, I think that trading is something that can benefit you and help you. And so took the leap, quit my job on prom day, handed in my letter of resignation, finished out the year, obviously, and started learning trading. And it wasn't success right away. And that's one thing that I always tell people who are learning how to trade is you're not going to jump into this and just start stacking cash right away. You have to pay your dues. You're going to take losses. You're going to be frustrated. You're going to quit. And that's why I always say that trading is not for everybody. And what I mean by that is if you don't have a perseverant mindset, if you don't have the ability to get punched in the face repeatedly and get back up, if you don't have a strong work ethic, if you're not committed, dedicated, if you're not goal oriented, if none of those things apply to you, trading is not for you, because it's going to take that type of work ethic in order to be successful in this game. And for people who think that this is a get rich quick scheme, or that you just, press a few buttons and you're making a ton of money, that's just not true. You have to have that mentality and mindset that I'm going to do this no matter what. You got to put the time in and work hard. But anyway, I had the benefit of working with amazing people to learn how to trade. Shout out to my mentor and coach, Jeremy Newsom, who showed me the ropes. And, my life has just been forever changed and blessed through trading. And I have to pinch myself every day to say, wow, this is your life now. I'm able to go and take my kids to school in the morning. I just picked up my youngest son from preschool and drove him home, made him lunch. Was able to do a few things around the house before I recorded this podcast and just be present with my family. And to me, that's the greatest reward and benefit from what I do. And because trading has enhanced and blessed my life so much, that's why I want to share it with everyone else. And hence, that's why I started my own company, trading education company, Courage Pays Better Than Fear Trading, which is why I'm here with you today. This podcast is part of it. And you may remember in last year, I worked for a company called Replace Your Dollar. Fantastic organization, Replace Your University. Michael Lush, Matt Workman, Edmund Fontana. Again, my great friend of 20 plus years. Such an amazing group of people, human beings that gave me an opportunity there. And, you know, I always knew that I wanted to start my own business and have the creative control and really go off on my own. And that's why I'm here today. And ultimately, Courage Pays Better Than Fear Trading is all about empowering you with the knowledge and skills to be able to trade, not just to make a living out of this. Because again, not everybody has that type of aspiration to be a full-time trader like I am. But if you're just looking to generate additional profits, additional income monthly to help pay down your debt or to build your retirement, that is all available through the markets if you're willing to invest the time into it. And that's what I really want to help people do, to show you that, hey, this thing called the stock market that we think is reserved for the elite, the Harvards, the Princetons, the Yales, and no disrespect to that. I'm a Penn Stater, right? We are for all my Penn Staters out there. But you don't even need to have a college degree to do this. You just need to understand pattern recognition, how to read charts, understanding the sentiment and the feeling behind the candles, and have a risk management strategy, and you can be successful trading. And that's what I want to help people do. Now, there are a ton of trading education companies out there that I worked with, and they are phenomenal. They're fantastic. I talked about Jeremy Newsom. I love the guy. He helped me get where I am. He has his company, Real Life Trading, which is amazing. It's phenomenal. And I encourage and promote people to check out RLT because it's fantastic. So there's no shortage of great coaches, great learning programs out there. But what makes me different is that I come from education. I was a high school English teacher, and for those of you who don't know, I have 5 degrees. So I was a professional student, my highest degree being a doctorate. So I understand the concepts and philosophy of teaching, and I love teaching. So people ask me, well, why the hell are you coaching and teaching people how to trade if you're doing so well trading? Well, you don't just leave behind education. That's always something that's part of you. It's in your heart. And that's something that drives me. I have a passion for teaching people, and that's why I do this. And to be honest, and this is something that I got from my coach, Jeremy. He said that, when you're coaching someone there, you're actually paying them to coach you because the amount of money that you can make in the market is unlimited. So it's a passion project for me. This is something that I want to do. I've always wanted to start my own business, and that's why I'm here today. So that's the one thing that's unique with me. Everything that I design is built around educational principles, research, so that the individuals that I'm working with can be successful. And that's the other component. What I offer is one-on-one coaching, because there's great power in having a personalized plan built for you. And that's something that I do based on whoever the individual is. We take a look at what their understanding, skill, knowledge is, and build that program around that, so that when we're finished with however many sessions that we have, there's a personalized learning plan to help that person get where they want to be in terms of trading or investing. That doesn't mean that I don't have group teaching sessions, because we will be offering courses throughout the year. So just stay tuned to all the social medias. The Courage website is going to be launching soon. But I want to teach this. I want to share this with everybody because I feel everybody should know how to do this. And more importantly, I want to empower children to learn how to trade the markets. I have an 8-year-old son. I have a 6-year-old daughter and a 4-year-old son, my youngest. They are all going to know how to trade and how to invest. And think about this for a minute. We'll pay for piano lessons, guitar lessons, for any sport for them to play. But have we ever thought about paying for or investing in their financial education at an early age? And imagine if your child learns how to trade, invest in the stock market at an early age. And by the time they're 18, let's say that they started at 8, like my son, what type of position are they going to be in to be financially independent, to be wealthy, to have that comfort and confidence, knowing that regardless of whatever type of career path they choose, they'll always have this skill set that they can trade the markets. So that's something else that's going to be part of Courage Pays Better Than Fear trading, is that I want to get out into the local communities, work with children, teach them this so that they are empowered and begin to see what they can do through the market. So that's going to be a big focus. Again, as an educator at heart, I got to put those degrees to work. And so there's going to be a lot coming from that perspective as well. So there's the teaching component. Then we'll also have a one of a kind trading community that's called the Courage Community. And essentially what this is where all the traders who are part of the Courage Community come together to share trade ideas, to share charts, to share charts of trades that they've taken, to ask for feedback. We provide it in there as coaches. We post unique trading videos in there as well. We do live trading that's part of this community. So if you're looking to trade live with professional traders, you could do that through this. We also have market recaps that are going to be provided every day, and just a bulk of information and teaching. It's really just a learning community. It's basically like a university for trading, but it's called the Courage Community. There's going to be more information that you can find on the website, on all the socials. But that's something I'm really excited about, to put that out there, to share my knowledge and to share my ideas, and have you share that with us and with the members of the community, so that we can learn together as a group. And so that's what we're doing through Courage Pays Better Than Fear trading. We're about teaching, educating, empowering you as an individual to take control of your financial life, to be financially independent, to build your wealth, whether you want to do this full time or whether you want to supplement your current income or you want to accelerate your retirement goals. All that can be done through what we offer. And you can make it happen. But again, I'll come back to what I said earlier. This is not for everybody, because the truth is, if you don't have that mentality where you're committed to a goal, to seeing it through, if you're okay with failing, but learning from your failure and your mistakes, if you don't have that type of mindset, this is not for you, because it's going to happen, right? And talking about my early experiences with trading, when I started, I actually traded with my phone. All right, here's my phone right here. I do use this today if I have trades open, but I had the Robinhood app, and I started learning. I knew very little, and I started trading real money right away, and lost a good bit of money. Not anything that was debilitating or that put my family in jeopardy. I'm not that big of an idiot. But had I known some of the things that I know now back then, I could have avoided a lot of costly mistakes. And it was a grind there for a while, just practicing, studying, immersing myself in the trading culture to learn, so I could understand how the markets worked, what caused a stock to go up, what caused it to go down, understanding how the economy, things happening globally, impact values of stocks. And it's something that occurs over a long period of time. And I had those moments in this journey where I had losses that made me think, what in the world am I doing? How can I ever be successful in this? And one of the the trades that I talk about early on in my trading career that really made me do a gut check was when I lost $7,000 shorting Nvidia. And it was the result of just bad decision making, a lack of discipline, not following my trading plan. But $7,000 later, starting out on this is how I'm trying to provide for my family. Just thinking to myself, what in the world did I do? In one trade, I lost $7,000 in capital. And there was a moment there where I was questioning whether or not I could do this. And talking to Edmund, my good friend, what he told me stuck with me. And to this day, he said, as an entrepreneur, you're going to have days where you lose, whether you're trading, you're in real estate, you're a business owner, you're not going to win every day. You're not going to win every month. And if you can't handle that, then maybe you're not built to be an entrepreneur. So I really had to check myself, check my heart, my gut, and remind myself that I'm in this. There's no going back. I am not putting on a tie again. I'm not going back in an office. I'm not doing it. So whatever I had to do, I would find a way to improve. And again, this is where looking at your trade, studying your trades, your entries, why you lost, that's beneficial because that helps you improve and get better. And again, this all came down to just a lack of discipline. And I could have gave up at that moment and quit at that moment, but I didn't. And I'm so thankful that I had the support of people like Edmund, of people like Jeremy, to say, hey, you can do this. This stuff is going to happen. You're going to lose. And if you can't stomach it, trading's not for you. And I'm so glad that I pushed through that, because the wins that have come since then, they're insane, right? It's the markets are unlimited. $4 quadrillion are moved every single year in the market. 4 quadrillion. I don't even know if you could write that many zeros on a sheet of paper. But why I'm saying that is because every day there's an unlimited potential to have a massive trade that can change your financial life forever. And what I've come to learn is that $7,000 in the grand scheme of things, the markets, is nothing, right? When you know how to harness the power of the market, how to protect yourself, how to protect your risk, not be foolish and go YOLO on trades, pushing all your money on the table, that's just silly. But knowing how to control, hey, I'm going to get into this trade, but I can only lose X amount of money, and setting it up so that you're protected. When you do that, and when you refine your process and you repeat that and you practice and you work hard and you're dedicated, that's what's going to lead you to success in this game of trading. And I did it. I'm still doing it. Now, I haven't arrived. I'm not the perfect trader, right? I still have my losses. That's going to happen. It's part of this game. But when you lose small and your winners are big, and you do that over the course of a month, you're stacking the wood. That's what's going to lead you to profitability. But again, to bring this full circle, why I'm here today is because my life has been transformed for the better, and it's all due to the market. And I'm making it a goal of mine to share this with as many people as I can, because I want the same for you. Because this is awesome. And here's the other part. I love trading. I love it. I tell people all the time, even when I was principal, I would say, I don't know what I want to be when I grow up. I don't know. I know what I want to be now, and I'm living it. And you might think that I'm full of shit saying that. And hey, this is my own podcast. I could say shit on my podcast. I'm living the life that I want to live. I found the thing that makes me happy, and I want to share that with all of you out there. So that's why I'm here. This thing is just kicking off. I'm so excited about what 2024 has in store. This is just the first episode of the Traders Podcast. The Courage Pays Better Than Fear. And I would love to connect with you all out there. You can email me, couragepaysbetter@gmail.com. Send me a message if you want to learn more. The website's coming. You can hit me on all the socials, Facebook, Instagram, X, formerly known as Twitter. So all those avenues, you could reach out to me. I would love to connect with you. If you're interested in coaching, let's talk, let's chat. If you want to join the community, that's available as well. But my goal is to provide value to everybody this year. And hopefully you got something out of this podcast here today that's going to help you take that step in 2024 to leading the way into financial independence, financial wealth. Want to point out to everybody at the end of January, the last week of January into February, the first 2 days of February, I'm going to be launching the first Courage Pays Better Than Fear Trading Boot Camp. Learn the basics of trading. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be registration information available on social. So check that out. Register, sign up, have an opportunity to win free one-on-one coaching with me for an entire year. That's a huge value. So make sure you check that out. And that's it. That's episode number 1. I'm going to go check the markets here. It's coming up on 2 o'clock. And, that's so 2 trading times during the day, 9:30, 11:30. I check it too, see if there's any setups. Maybe I'll take a trade. Who knows? But it's been fun to spend some time here with everybody today. I hope you have a phenomenal day. Take care. And remember, courage pays better than fear. Take care, everyone.